Hi guys. Random but I had an idea when I was working out just a minute ago. Um just I was trying to think of ways that I could help people, etc. etc. If you're a freelancer of any kind in anything, doesn't have to be copywriting, can be like a photography or cooking or whatever it is, just leave the comment and the link below. YouTube will probably flag it for spam. It doesn't like links and comments, but like you guys put it below and like network with each other and like if you're in a position, wow, my hair just okay. If you're in a position to like hire someone, cool. If not, cool. Like just give them a like or a follow, leave your Instagrams, leave all your promo stuff, whatever you do, you guys, this is a community of freelancers for the most part. So like let's like try and help each other. Anyway, okay, on to the video. Hi guys, I have filmed this video like 3 times now, and the side tangents are interesting. Quarantine is doing some very interesting things to my brain. I worked from home, yes, but I'm an extrovert on every single scale and measurement I've ever taken. So let's just. I already go on weird tangents that nobody wants. They're going to excel a lot through this month. Number one, thank you to everybody who bought Pipeline. You are amazing. In that program also is a Facebook group, and it is so fun to like hear people and like as they go through it and the things that they're like encountering, and it's fun. I'm not to say like, oh, we're building a community here, because that I don't feel like I'm a community leader by any stretch of the imagination, and I shouldn't be. With my plants and my crayons, so there's that. But it's a fun time to like chat and hang out. I mean, if you ever wanted to like chat with a whole bunch of people and have direct access to me, you should buy my program. It's $20 down below. Well, $19.95 technically. Also, mentorship program for anybody. The deadline is the 1st to sign up and get it for $300 as opposed to basically $500. Is that 40% off? Math is not my strong suit, so 40% off. Just everybody's like at home and like things are getting real and everybody needs some help. So that's an option, just offering it out there for everybody. Also in April, I'm going to cover a lot more lessons and teaching and how to write pages that are important, and like let me just get it organized for like a second. May take like 2 weeks, probably like 2 weeks of other videos, and then I'm going to upload how to write these things, how to write landing pages, how to write about pages, how to write emails, how to write all these things. I know I should probably just like save it and keep it to myself and like sell it to you guys for like X amount of money, but like that just doesn't feel right, like in my gut. Like it doesn't feel right. Like I'll sell other programs and courses and complementary things, but like I just want to teach. So the things, if I had to go back in time and teach myself as a copywriter, because I've gotten this question a lot. This is probably one of the top things I get asked. Like, oh, if you could go back in time, what would you do? And I'm like, well, on one hand, there's a lot of, I don't like paying your dues, but there is a confidence that has to come with knowing that you bring value. Like, and you can know that, you can tell yourself in your daily affirmations in the mirror every day, but like having a client say yes and hire you is tough. And you have to get a lot of yeses, like as you build your confidence to get to that point where you're like, yeah, you're going to pay me $2,000. Like, that's what it's worth. If you don't want it, like, okay, bye. Like, to get to that point. And I did not come out the gate with that kind of energy and like hot, like fighting. So, but I probably would have, just the thing is that I teach in all of my calls is that if you're a copywriter, I don't know a lot about a lot of other freelance industries, but like improving copy 1% is thousands of dollars in sales. My business, if I improved it 1%, oh, I'm not doing math, but it's over the course of a year, if I just like made one of my pages convert 1% better, I'm trying to think of like, yeah, like generally, like that's a lot of money down the line. So even if you're improving a page 1%, like I'm just trying to help people like get like the value in their minds on And that's not hard because especially smaller businesses, like I'm not talking Nike, like good luck trying to improve. Nike's already giant brand, but smaller businesses, usually the copy was written by like the CEO, or the founder who doesn't know what they're doing, or some poor sucker community manager who was like, I don't know, or like the graphic designer who like did the web designer who did the site. It wasn't someone who was like, rarely was it done by any kind of professional. So when you come in there and you improve it even like ever so slightly, and 1% is very generous because you could easily improve a site 5 to 10% theoretically. um and now we're talking huge numbers in sales, and that's even if you're on the like better end of like you're getting there. Like copywriting is money. That's and I'm not like a photographer. I'm not like in all these other industries. So like, I mean, as a personal trainer, I understood that how intricate like our body image is to like our self-worth. So I could sell packages and programs and all of those things associated with that because I understood like you feeling hot and wanting to go like make out with your husband. That is valuable. That like people will pay a lot of money for that, right? And feeling confident or confident enough to like go on a date or something, or like, you know, so finding your value proposition and getting really in touch with it, I think I would have done earlier. Like I wasn't just writing blogs, which is what I started with because it felt easier. Um, like blogs are wildly valuable. The SEO value, the consistent reputation building, the all of these things. And I would have walked away from more clients who didn't appreciate that. And I think everybody should. Um, in pipeline, if you do buy it or you're reading it, I have a whole point on just walk away from deals until someone has paid you. You can walk away if someone is a pain in the ass or treating you like what you do doesn't matter. Like you can say, thank you, no thank you. And there's so much power to that. There's so much power to that. If you get to a point where, flipping a speaker on eBay is going to pay you more money and they're treating you like shit, like deuces, get out of there. And it's not going to hurt you. The amount of people I've said no to, you guys, I should theoretically have no career if it hurts you, supposedly. And it doesn't because it's doing better than ever. So, I would have really, really, really gotten in touch with that and reminded myself of that all the time, and then found people who valued that as well. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I would have placed a lot more importance on networking. I realize I'm talking a lot. I'm going to speed up. Networking, I don't know what I thought in the beginning. I thought people would just find me magically. Like somehow clients would just find my site, which is rarely the case. You have to do so much legwork to get a site even findable on the internet. So not that you shouldn't, like you should have a portfolio on a site and all these things, but like building up blogs and SEO and climbing in the rankings, there are people who game that system way better than you, unless you're an SEO professional. So good luck. So you can't just rely on your site to do it for you like I did. Don't do that stupidly. I mean, my site brings in work, but I probably could have made tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands more dollars over these past 10 years if I had just placed value in my network a lot more than I did. And the thing is, you just need people who like and trust you, right? Like, I have a lot of friends in the business world that I really like. And when they switch industries or they switch side hustles, like if I had a friend who went from like, oh, I'm a doctor, but I'm going to do like interior design now, I'd be like, sign me up. Sign me up. Like, I want to be one of your first clients. Like, I just like you. I trust you. We go way back. I'm hiring you. And you need that from people. Like, people who go to bat for you, who know you do hard work, and you don't even have to be the best. Like, that's the thing is people always ask me, like, don't you want to be the best copywriter? And I'm like, no, no, I don't. I have no interest in being the best. I For me, like, that's not my competitiveness. My competitiveness is in other areas. It's not in like being the best. And how is that even measurable? Like, the copy's the best? Like, that's subjective. I've read some $1 million copy, which made millions of dollars, and I'm like, I don't like this at all. This doesn't speak to me. How is this the best? But, and same, like, there's some copy that has converted me. Passion Planner just emailed me the other day for a deal on a new passion plan. And here it is. So, but would that copy work on everybody? Obviously not. Like, I'm sure they don't have 100% conversion, right? So, but so finding people who like you and trust you and just are hyped for whatever you do and are just on board and want to go back for you is essential. Having a network is far more important than being the best copywriter out there, because so much of copywriting is looking at data, looking at how things converted or didn't convert, and then adjusting accordingly. Like, you can't come out the gate with almost every client being the best in the world until you have some like, there's a lot of, it's a team effort. So I would have placed much higher value on the networking than the learning. I really, really would have. And I didn't even spend that much time learning. Like, I just went and got my hands dirty with clients and getting work and working on campaigns. Which, mentioning that, I would have done that much sooner. I would have just gotten out there and talked to people and got my hands dirty with campaigns and like seeing the back end and seeing data and all of these things. I would have just done that right out the gate instead of like tweeting all the time. Like, this is why I'm so like raging about like social media. Like, it's not important as a freelancer. It's just not. I know tons of people without any social media making 6 figures legitimately, not like, oh, I've heard of this person. I saw like a Reddit AMA that's like not verified. Like, I personally know people who are thriving with like a website and a giant network of people. So that's something to keep in mind. I would have just talked to a lot more clients. Another thing I would have done is never would have relied on one client. A lot of people do. Great, bless. It's been 10 years of my life now, and I think about 4 times now I've relied on one client as my entire source of income, and then something happens. They start losing money. Look at what's happening in the world right now. Think of how many businesses are going under, and if you're a freelancer for one of those businesses, well, shit. Like, so never, ever, ever. I would say the max you should ever let one client be is 50% of your income. Just for the sake of, because if they go away, then like you can scramble and kind of put that together. 100%. And I've been there, you guys, even throughout my entire time, all the way until like, I don't know, 2018, I think was the last time where like one client was like, bye. And then that was like, I was like, how am I going to pay rent? They were like, great, yeah, we're cutting costs because like we fucking mismanaged our money is really what it was. Not, wasn't my fault. They fired like a ton of people, 12 people. And so never rely on one client is the other lesson. And also the last one I think I really would have sunk into my brain is that low paying clients are never going to become your high paying clients ever. Someone who negotiates you down from 10 cents a word to like 8 cents a word is never going to wake up and be like, you know what, you deserve $1 a word. You do. You work really like even me, right? Like, I think I won this t-shirt. Like, and I have some nicer stuff that I should probably wear in these videos, but like, not never, but convincing me to spend $800 on a shirt at like some high-end brand is almost never going to happen. A middle ground, sure. A low ballpark, but I mean, there are people who spend $1,000 on a t-shirt, and I will never be one of them. Those brands can never, ever convince me to do it. Ever. There is no way. So, and I'm cheap in that department. I have other things I spend luxuriously on. Could I spend $20 on one piece of sushi that's like legendary? So yeah. Oh, I could. Oh, yeah. That would be an easy sell for me. They wouldn't even have to try. They would barely have to try. So, but that's just what I value. And your clients who are paying you nothing don't value your work, and they are never going to be the people who pay you the good prices. So keep that in mind. Now, of course, people who, you have to warm them up eventually with time. Sometimes it's good to start with smaller projects and build the trust to where they're paying you like $10,000, et cetera, for a project. That kinds of thing. Like, building trust is different than like they completely don't value you and your work and your worth, and trying to convince them to pay you a lot. Like I have some clients who I in the beginning, especially, and for a long time, that like didn't pay me much, and telling them that my rate was changing and now I was charging thousands of dollars for a sales page, they left. But I was ready for that because I was already starting to talk to the people who like valued what I did. And that's just one thing that I would really do. Also, yep, okay, that's pretty much it. Pretty much just like an update video and like little thoughts here and there on what I think people get stuck with and questions that come my way. I think I'll do like an official Q&A at the end of the month. If you stuck around this long, I'll do another video. Like, give me all your questions, but like you can start, if you have some, leave them now. So that is it. Watch Tiger King on Netflix. Man, what a show. What a crazy show. Anyway, guys, this was more of like an update video, and like I'm alive and my future plans, getting there. Let me get like a backlog of videos and then like schedule them out. I to start doing like Tuesdays, Thursdays, posting schedule, getting into the groove. I need one day for maybe like live streaming. I already live stream on Twitch. Just gaming is my like side passion that pays me absolutely no money, but it is fun. So, some kind of Q&A there or something, whatever. Anyway, wash your damn hands. Talk to some people. Just get outside. I don't know. Actually, no, don't get outside. I'm sorry. But like, sit on your porch or something. Get some sunshine, guys. We're going to make it, right? Okay. Bye.